Hello, welcome to another exciting ICT class with Mr. Sam. In this class today, we will be looking at the for loop with artists. I remember in our last class, we looked at for loop with B. In this class, we will learn how to make loop, the for loop with artists. Students will complete puzzles to create complex designs and unique art using the for loop. And like we all know, loop is an action of doing something over and over again. Or we can say it is a repeated action and it is used to code larger and longer program. We also talked about the for loop, that the for loop is a loop that have a predetermined beginning, end, and increment, which can also be called an interval, step interval. It means that you can define the beginning, you can define the end, and also how many steps you want to move. Now, this is the counter block that is used for loop. And we have, like we can see on the screen, we have the starting value, the stopping value, and the step value. And I remember in our last class, we also used the practicals to see how we can use the start, the stop, and the step value. Now we are also going to be looking at this on how to draw different kind of shapes using the for loop. Now this is the Code Studio. Now in the Code Studio, we will move straight to the for loop with artist. Now we'll check the first level, and like we all know, the first level is always a video. Now this video, we're not going to be checking the video because of time. So when you are doing your own, you can also play the video to see what the for loop is. This one is a free play, and they say we should experiment with the for loop with the variables. So we're just going to do anything with the for loop. Like we can see, I will just put any interval. I'll just brought the for loop, and I will also carry a repeat block, because if I'm going to do a triangle, a square, or any shape, I'm going to be using the repeat block also. So I'll carry a move forward using the counter, and let me carry turn left also using counter. You can see, my starting point is 1, and the end or the stop is 100 with 5 interval. So let's move to level 2 and see what we can do. Now this is level 2. They say we should use a repeat loop to inside the for loop to create a stack of triangles that goes from 50 to 100 pixels. So it means that the starting will be 50 pixels, and the ending will be 100 pixels. Then we would carry a repeat block because we want to draw a triangle. And you know what is in a repeat block? How many times is it going to be repeating to draw a triangle? It's 3 times, because a triangle has 3 sides. So we'll carry the move forward, there is move forward counter block, and turn left counter block. But we are not going to be carrying the counter because we are turning left at 120 degrees. So we are going to carry just the turn left block, not the turn left at counter block. Take note, so that, because if you carry just the turn left at counter block, you will not be able to draw a triangle. So we'll carry turn left block, and we will set our angle to 120 degrees. So let's click on run and see what we have done. So if you notice, the increment is 10. So if you move the first one, it will move 10 spaces, 10 pixels wider again. That is why you can see that it's moving 10. The space between one triangle and another triangle is 10 because we moved at 10 interval. So let's move to level 3. Now in level 3, say we should create these triangles to go from 20 pixel side to 200 pixel side, where each triangle is 20 pixel larger. So it means that our starting point will be 20, our stopping point will be 200, and they said that we should move a step of what, 20. So it means that our stopping point, our step point, which is the interval, will change from 10 to what, 20. So after doing that, we'll also we can all work on that. We'll go and carry our loop, which is our repeat block, and we'll change it to how many, because it's 3 sides, because a triangle has 3 sides. Then we go to move forward by the counter and turn left by 120. Like we said, we cannot use 90, because if we are using 90, it means that we are drawing a square, and because we are not drawing a square, we use 120. So you can see with this, you see that we have so many triangles, but we just use fewer blocks, which is what we are doing right now. So you use fewer blocks when you use the for loop. Let's go to the next level. So from what we have been seeing here now, the for loop helps us to draw beautiful shapes using fewer blocks. This one says these squares start with 15 pixels long. So it means that our starting point for the for loop using the counter block is 15, and the ending point is 300. And this time the step interval should be how many? Should be 15. So this is not a triangle, this is a square. So we are going to be carrying, the square has 4 sides. That is why you see our repeat block is 4 sides. And we are going to be moving forward at the counter, and we are going to turn left at 90 degrees, not 120 this time, because a square is not bent, a square is straight. So you can see you can draw lots and lots of squares using the for loop, and it will even bring out the beauty of it. You can even try it more on it. Now let's go to the next level. Now this one says just one strike change. We just want us to just change, make one strike change. And this one now, we just remove the repeat. You see, we just move forward and turn left. We are not using any repeat, because we are not drawing any square. We are not drawing any triangle, any square, or any shape. So you just remove the repeat block, and that is it. So this one now, they want us to create our own design. So we'll carry the for loop like we all know, and then we'll change the starting point just as instructed to 15, and the end point is 300, and the interval is what, 15. So what we'll just do, we'll just carry a move forward at the counter block like we can see, and a turn left at the counter block, because this one we are not bending, because we are using the counter block. Are you seeing it now? Okay, so we are going to remove it. We are going to carry move forward by 90, because we are turning at 90. Forward by 90. Okay. I think the instruction says that we should bend it a little, because the squares are bent. So we'll put it at 89 so that we bend a little, because the shape is not straight. So we are going to be turning left at 89 degrees. So let's move on to the next level, which is level 7. I think we will have to stop in maybe level 8 or level 9. Or let's see if we can stop in level 9. Okay, as you can see here, this is much more complex than we can ever see. So make these small changes also. So we're making a change, and like you can see, the interval is 2. We started at 15. The interval is 2, and we added the set color block, but we are changing it from left to right this time. Instead of from right to left, we're changing it from left to right. Can we see it now? So it will bring out the shape, and we added a set color block with the color that we're using is blue. Can you see it now? And we set width at 1 so that the shape, the line will be small. So let's just look at the last one before we call it a day for our class today, which is level 9. Now if we look at our level 9, and level 9 says that we should take the angle down to 72 degrees. So we're bending the angle to 72, as you can see. No, let's not use this color. Let's use a different color. I think that should be better. Let's remove this color and then go to set random color. Let's use set random color. So set random color will give it more beautiful colors. So let's use the set random color. So we're removing the block that we're not using. So set random color. So this is for loop using artists. I believe we enjoyed this class. See you in our next